YouTube, it's your girl Kim, back with another video. So in today's video, I'm sure you guys can tell by the title, we are going to be toning hair without toner or purple shampoo. But before we get into the video, you guys know what I ask. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning supporter, thank you for coming back. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your family. If you guys are also not already following me on Instagram, please go ahead and click the link in the description box and help support me on there as well. So I've actually already tried out this method on 2 of the wigs that are on here. So this is the wig that I made using Juicy Hair Affairs bundles. I'm going to link the videos down below for how I colored this and then also how I colored this. And I'm also going to try to put on the screen at some point in time in the video, maybe like up here, probably up here, of what it was before I did this method to tone it and then after, so you guys can actually see a side-by-side comparison. But it made a huge difference and it's very affordable in comparison to what you would normally pay for toner. And I believe the results are just as permanent. I'm not a professional now. I'm not saying this is my method. I can't remember because I like to live on YouTube. I can't remember if I saw this on someone else's page, but I figured I would share it because, one, it's an affordable way to tone hair, and I feel as though the results that I've gotten are a lot better than the results that I've gotten using just toners. Like, I've toned this hair twice already. And I've toned this one maybe twice already, and this one twice already. Now I am gonna tone this one in the video just so we can do that tutorial together, but I've already toned these 2, and I absolutely love the results. Like I said before, it's so much more affordable, and the results actually work. Now again, you guys know I'm not a professional. I'm certain there's something I'm doing wrong when it comes to toner because I've never had the issues that I'm having now with toner to get rid of brassiness, but it seems to be something that just started to happen for me. But it just prompted me to try out this method, and in doing so, I feel as though I found a more affordable way to tone hair with better results. So if you guys would like to see how I achieve these colors on these wigs, then stay tuned because I'm going to show you guys on this one. Okay, so before we get into the video, I have the 2 wigs here that I've already done this process with, and the purpose of me bringing it on here is to kind of show you guys what could potentially happen. I don't know if you see this. I'm going to explain what this is and why it looks the way that it looks. But let's get to the drum roll mystery product and what this is that can tone hair without being purple shampoo and without being toner, and the reason why I used it. I know, who would have thought, right? But when I thought about it, and again, I don't know if this is my thought process or if I saw this somewhere and maybe it clicked in my head, but let's say you want to tone like a blonde wig. Use a little bit of this, because at the end of the day, it's blue that's going to be balancing out, or purples or whatever color, cooler tones that are going to be balancing out the brassiness within the hair. So I told myself, you know, might as well try this because the toner that I'm using is not working, and the minute I tried it, it worked really, really well. Now, the other thing I'm going to recommend that you keep on hand is some Dawn. So Dawn is really good at, like, if you guys have watched any of my other color videos, I'll try to link one below, where I wanted to remove watercolor. This does it, because if you add too much of this to the hair, it can make it look blue. So I'm going to show you. We just fell. You can kind of see it. I did kind of take it off already with the Dawn, but you can kind of see like hints of blue in the wig. I don't know if it's picking it up on camera. I think you kind of see it right here. So the Dawn would just kind of counteract that. So I do recommend having this on hand. Obviously, I've used this quite a bit. It stays with like my hair products because I specifically just use it for like hair. Like if I mess up on the color and I need to remove it, that's what the Dawn is for. So I just wanted, like I said, bring these 2 wigs on here so you guys can see, you know, what's going on with them. But they do have some hints of blue, but I don't really mind because I think, again, it just balances out that color. So the wig that we're going to be using in this video is going to be the wig that I made using Jackie's Hair in New York. I used 1 bundle of 16-inch and then a 16-inch frontal. And if you guys recall in the video, I'll try to link it down below, where I talked about finishing the color. I wanted it to be a little bit more on the ashy side, and in some places it did come out ashy, but for the most part it's a little bit more golden than I wanted. Now I like the color because it's different from what I had before, but for the sake of this video, since I already did it on the 2 wigs that I just showed you guys, I'm going to show you guys on this wig just how to get it to look a little bit cooler tone without using toner. So the other purpose, and I feel like I'm rambling, the other purpose of me using this is that obviously it's not going to be damaging because there's no developer. You're only depositing color. So when you're depositing color, typically doesn't damage hair. So you want to start out with hot water. And as you guys know, the water in my faucet comes out really, really hot. So I'm going to turn that on, let that warm up. And then I'm going to apply some of this. Now you don't want to overdo it. So a little goes a long way. So you want to just do a little bit. That's why I said you can get plenty of uses out of these. Because you don't want to, turn your hair blue. Yeah, it's not really necessary. That's kind of what happened to me before, is I ended up turning my hair blue, which is why I need the Dawn. So I'm going to put a decent amount of water in here. I'm going to start out with a little bit of the blue first and then take it from there, because I don't want to do what I did with the other wigs. I have to go in and color correct it. So we're gonna get into that. You can kind of see the water is like a slight blue tint. So we're gonna rock with that and see how it turns out. I'm not gonna do a test strip because I don't think it's that blue, but all it's doing is just depositing that blue onto the wig. And it's subtle, but it's enough. Like, I don't know how else to describe it, but it just like perfectly tones the hair. I don't know if you guys can actually kind of see it already. See how all the blue from the water is gone? Now it's deposited onto the wig. It's almost perfectly toned. So I may do a little bit more. But just towards the top, because I kind of feel as though the bottom, I don't know if you guys can tell, obviously we'll be able to tell better when it's dry, but I kind of feel as though the bottom is already like perfectly toned. So you want to do a little bit at a time, because like I said, you don't want to end up like how I ended up with the first time that I did it and ended up over toning it to the point where the hair actually turned blue. And next is a spoon. I typically use this spoon just for hair dyes. I actually have two, but my water is typically really, really hot, so I'm just going to go in and dip the top, and all it's doing is just depositing that blue onto the wig, which tones down the brassiness. Alright, you can actually kind of see it on the top. I will just dip the rest of it. And I will come back to you guys once the hair is dried. So that is pretty much how I tone the hair. And I mean, I don't know, I would have never guessed it before, but when you think about it and you think about like coloring hair, whenever they use like a Wella or a purple shampoo, it has like tones of blue or purple. So why not use like a blue or a purple to achieve the same look, but use it in a dye? So I did it, like I said, initially I did it on these two wigs just to see how it would come out, and then I decided to do it on this one. If you guys recall, when I colored this wig in that video, I'm going to link it down below, I mentioned to you guys that it didn't come out as ashy as I wanted it to come out, so it was a no-brainer for me to show you guys, you know, how I would tone this particular wig using that same method. And it came out perfect. But like I said in the beginning of the video, it didn't damage the hair, and it's cost effective and it works. Like, it just works. So if you guys haven't tried it, again, I'm not a professional, but like, why not? You know, I don't know if I'm ever gonna go back to buying toners again. They just don't seem to be working for me, and it could be me because I'm not a professional, but it's not where it's at. So if I ever have to tone a wig or dumb down the color, it may not necessarily just be blonde like any color. I'm gonna try to see what's on the, I guess, the opposite end of the color wheel, to try to achieve that, because it worked out really, really well. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna put like a before and after for each of these wigs, so you guys can see the color that it came from and the color that it's going to, so you can understand that it really works. Like, it really works. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.